Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Destiny. I am Death from Above. It is Tuesday morning, which means it is reset day in Destiny. And we got the God Roll resets to look at. So each one of these vendors in the tower has reset their weapon inventory as far as the stats, or as far as the perks go. So what I like to do is walk around the tower. We'll talk about all of the guns, look at each one specifically, and we'll talk about what's going on this week in Destiny. So if that sounds like an awesome time, let's get right to it. Now, I will mention the armor pieces that are 100% stat rolled. I'm not going to take a look at all the armor right now because they're all over the place, but there are two pieces of gear at the vendors. The Novgorod cloak for your hunter at the Vanguard vendor is perfectly rolled with, I believe, what is the stat roll here? We've got intellect strength here, so 35 intellect strength. And the memory of Scory this week at Tyra has an over 100% roll. I believe it's intellect discipline, but the discipline is off the charts and the intellect is kind of okay. So if you want to run an intellect discipline memory of Scory for some PvE or PvP, go for that there. But let's take a look at the good old vendors. Hang out, talk about what they've got. We'll throw in there the weekly reset activities, talk about what's going on this week in Destiny, in between vendors as we kind of wander around. But let's take a look at some guns, man. So we've got the Assembly 2 auto rifle. This is a gun that I'm not too big of a fan, and it just doesn't have the stability that you need to get the job done with the archetype that it is. So it's a high rate of fire, low impact auto rifle. Extended mag's nice. Rodeo's okay, but hidden hand, you have no stability help here. Rodeo just helps you control the recoil, so when you're fighting it with a stick, it makes it a little bit easier to fight. But as far as stability base wise, it's not very good. So I would not encourage that one right there. We have the Free Will 3. We're gonna rewind that back, please. Free Will 3. With rangefinder, third eye, small bore, high caliber rounds, and quick draw. I think that's probably the best range you're going to get on this hand cannon. If you like this hand cannon, it's a high rate of fire, low impact hand cannon. You, I guess, could do it. It's not bad. Small bore is going to reduce your mag size. High caliber rounds could be good. Rangefinder, quick draw. Sure shot, steady hand, quick draw. Those are all okay. I'm just not a big fan of New Monarchy's weapons. That's kind of why I start out here every week, because this version with Rise of Iron, they just don't have a lot of good stuff. We have the Impeacher 5 with rangefinder, fitted stock, cascade, quick draw, and flared magwell. That's pretty decent. Fitted stock's nice. Rangefinder will push the range out a little bit, and quick draw will make it even faster, or reload it even faster. True sight, fast draw, quick draw. Some of these guns I may I may run over the perks really fast, and if you need to, you can pause the video to take a look at it if I don't mention the perks. But bad counsel with crowd control, hammer forged, knee pads, hand loaded, quick draw, linear compensator, accurized ballistics, and aggressive ballistics. That's not bad. You don't have a whole lot of range. Well, you have the most range you're going to get out of this gun with hammer forged and hand loaded. But it's kind of a no man's land shotgun. It's not the fastest, it's not the slowest, it's not the hardest hitting, it's not the fastest. So my cold has attacked my throat this morning. I'm sorry if I sound a little rocky this morning. I haven't I've been getting over a cold, so this is it's taking its toll. We got the deposition with the ambush, armor piercing, snapshot, triple tap, hammer forged, unflinching. That's not bad. Snapshot, triple tap, unflinching. I can say that's a pretty decent roll on that sniper rifle. It's a mid impact, mid rate of fire, so it's not the hardest hitting, but it's not bad. So maybe. I've got one of these with Take a Knee that I've been testing out, and Take a Knee is a very interesting perk. We might see more of that later. And then we have the first Citizen 9, a bullet hose. Extended mag, quick draw, army of one, hammer floors, hidden hand. You're going to need some stability on this baby. It's going to be out of control if you don't have any stability. So that is Triple Ranks inventory. Let's go on and move along to the Crucible vendor, and then we'll hit Dead Orbit, Future War Cult, and the Vanguard vendor over at the other wing of the tower. So as we walk, let's talk about the weekly things going on this week. We got the Nightfall. It is Daybreak again. It's back. It's the Blighted Chalice. It is Voidburn, Brawler, Airborne, and Fresh Troops. So if you can punch in the air, you're going to kill everything. So my Defender Titan is going to have a good time this week in the Nightfall. The raid, of course, is Crota's End with all challenges active. The Death Stingers and Crota challenge. It's not too bad if you want to run a raid. That's the raid to run if it's your first one. It's the quickest. So Shax, what you got for me this week? He has Hunt for Glory. So Supremacy and Control are the PvP maps. The weekly PvP weapon bounties are, let's see, I always pick these up. Hand cannons, pulse rifles, sidearms, sniper rifles, and heavy weapons, of course. So I don't usually pick up sniper rifles just because I never get it done. So I don't want it taking up inventory space. So pulse rifles and hand cannons have been here a couple weeks in a row. I don't mind that they're doing that because I want that pulse rifle, that blind perdition. But it'd be nice to get some auto rifle action in there. Speaking of auto rifles, we got the 0-day dilemma from the Crucible. Persistence, focus fire, close in the person, pinned to magazine, small bore. I like the reflex sight, quick draw OEG. Interesting. A pinned to magazine could be cool with focus fire. You have a really big mag, focus fire, and persistence. Persistence should be active pretty quickly into the mag. So let me know if you pick that up. That's an interesting roll. I don't know about that one, but I'm interested in it. So let me know what you think about that one if you grab it. Then we have the B-29 Party Favor with Head Seeker. Ooh, this one looks nice. Small bore, rifled barrel, outlaw, and feeding frenzy. Yeah, that's nice. Reflex, steady hand, OEG rifle scope. I'm not a big fan of these scopes, but the perks on this are really, really good. We got rifle barrel or small bore, Head Seeker, outlaw, feeding frenzy. I like feeding frenzy honestly because outlaw only procs on headshots. Feeding frenzy procs on any kill. So I like this gun, man. Maybe a rifle barrel with feeding frenzy and head seeker, or small bore. Increase the range stability, but it slows the reload and reduces the mag size. It'll take the mag down to 21, maybe 18. I don't know on this gun, but that's a good set of perks. So I like the B-29 Party Favor. That might be a gun to get this week. So next up we have the hero formula. What you got for me? I need a hero. I need a hero in the something of the night. So, and he's got to be strong, and he's got to be larger than life. I don't know all the words to that song. Don't hold that against me. So, hero formula. We've got Rodeo, Perfect Balance, Reactive Reload, Explosive Rounds, and who's next? I like Rodeo, Explosive Rounds, and Reactive Reload on this one. Get a kill, reload, keep getting kills, keep blowing stuff up. Red Dot, Range Lens, Reflex. That could be a really cool gun because it's really, really fast. It's like faster than Might, a multi-tool fast. So, it's kind of a fun gun, especially with explosive rounds. You can be rocking and rolling pretty hard with that one, keeping the reload going. And it's a pretty quick gun, so that looks fun. That looks like a lot of fun. Alright, Palindrome. Let's see what you got. Well, there you go, guys. If you need a Palindrome, Hot Swap, Reinforced, Reactive Reload. It's not bad. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. So, it's got the range. It's got what you need. I'm not going to make the Brondo quote 3 weeks in a row, but it's got what you want right there. So, pick it up if you want. Steady hand, sure shot, quick draw. I'm going to pass on that one this week, but it's decent enough to buy if you don't have one. Each new day, a fusion rifle I've been having a little bit of fun with in the PvPs. Hot swap, brace frame, rifle barrel, knee pads, life support. I like this. I like this. Get this gun if you like fusion rifles. That could be fun. Knee pads for sliding, brace frame for that super stable VOOP, and hot swap makes it even better. So I like this right here. Range I don't worry about too much on fusions. I like stability to make those bolts go farther, especially this one since it's not the max charge rate or the slowest charges, highest impact. It's just kind of in the middle, and I like this. So each new day I might recommend that you pick that up. So we got some good guns at the Crucible vendor this week. Next up we have the 44 curtain call shotgun. I'm seeing a full auto shotgun on a low rate of fire, high impact archetype that I don't like. So probably just going to pass this one by since I don't. Well, it's got rifled knee pads. It's not bad, but it's not really what I want to see on that gun. Then we have Anton's Rule with hot swap, hand loaded, Zen moment, crowd control. Ooh, that's a good sidearm. The Crucible vendor is where it's at this week. That's a good sidearm. If you don't have any good sidearms, get that one right there. You'll have a lot of fun with Zen moment, hot swap, and it's got a little extra range with hand loaded. Event Horizon. Oh, Event, you look good this week. You're looking good. We got the Hawkeye, the View Tac, and the Eagle Eye. Oh, it doesn't have any good scopes. Well, no good PvP scopes. If you're running PvE with this gun, you'll be alright because it's got kind of a PvE setup. Triple tap, spray and play, snapshot, armor piercing, and unflinching. So I'd go with these three for PvE. For PvP, I wouldn't use this gun because it doesn't have a scope. Unless you like one of these scopes. I don't like any of these scopes. So you could run this for PvE and be just fine. but it's not a very versatile gun. Chaotic neutral, machine gun, cold, leave me alone. My voice is almost warmed up. Stop it. Persistence, perfect balance. Ooh, unflinching. Hip fire. I like hip fire. Persistence, perfect balance. That'd be a really cool combination on this gun for some PvP action. Soft ballistics, linear compensator, aggressive ballistics. So I'm liking that. That's a nice. Then we have something wicked. A rocket launcher that does alright. It's got cluster bombs. Vacuum, but you would definitely use life support over vacuum and field scouts, so I can see that being useful in PvE. Good old rocket launcher with some explosions. Aggressive launch, smart drift control, hard launch. Good option there on the something wicked from the Crucible vendor. The Crucible vendor, man, he had some seriously good inventory this week, so I can get behind that. That's pretty solid. So let's move it right along. Talk about the rest of the stuff happening this week. The heroic strikes this week. You have a heroic brawler and match game, so not a week I would encourage doing many heroic strikes. And the story playlist. No, that was the story playlist. Heroic brawler match game. Get your treasure box and get out. Those are not going to be fun. Then the heroic strike, heroic solar burn specialist juggler. Can you say icebreaker with me, please? Icebreaker, yes, or invective, or Lord of Wolves. It's going to be that kind of week from the heroic strikes. Like we looked at the Crucible playlist, Mayhem Clash is active. It's a week to play Destiny, man. This is a week to play. So we're going to have some fun in some Crucible. We're going to have fun in the Nightfall. We'll be doing that on stream in a little bit on my YouTube channel. So if you want to see that, come by for some Nightfall nonsense. Even Challenge of the Elders looks fun this week. It's got small arms, melee kill bonus, and berserk. So they won't flinch, but you'll be able to hit them pretty hard with your primary, and you can punch them and get some bonuses. So pretty good week. Pretty good week for all of the activities. So arms day will be fun. Ooh, baby, let's look at some guns. So we got a Continental with third eye. I'm seeing third eye, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass this one up. Rifle barrel focus fire. That's not bad actually. If you want to run those two for some serious range and third eye, it's got good stability, so I don't worry too much about it not having a stability perk. Sure shot OEG and the reflex scope. It's got the reflex scope. I like the reflex. If that had counterbalance instead of third eye, that would be a must buy. Hello, Parthian Shot with head seeker. I'll take it. Brace frame, head seeker. Ooh, it's looking nice. Outlaw, that's a nice gun. Parthian Shot, man, it only rolls good. Outlaw, brace frame, head seeker. It's probably the options you want right there. Get the headshot and kill. Brace frame may make it too stable though, where you don't get the head seeker to proc too often if you're just getting all headshots. But I mean, that's a good problem to have. Am I right? Okay. Quick draw, red dot, OEG. So I like that Parthian Shot. I mean, it's usually good, so this week it's good again. So pick up the Parthian Shot if you need a good high impact pulse rifle. You won't be disappointed. Next up, we got the Angel's Advocate, Zen Moment, Return to Cinder. I'm just gonna look at this. It's okay. I don't like Return to Cinder, so move along from the Angel's Advocate. Then we have the How Dare You hand cannon, a gun I've bought once and I've never used. Reinforced hidden hand Icarus. That's a funning gun right there. Sure shot, quick draw, steady hand. If you want to run that for some PvP, I think you'll have the range you want, but not too good. Hidden hand and Icarus. That's a jump around hand cannon, so if you like to jump around and you want to run something different, get that X asterisk. What you got? If you got brace frame, I won't talk about you. Unflinching, perfect balance, hidden hand, life support, enhanced battery with the reflex, red dot, OEG. That's a quick fusion. It would be fun. Quick fusion is fun. It's not anywhere special, but it's interesting. We got the Teacup Tempest again with good rolls. Hot swap, snapshot, Zen Moment, casket mag if you want, cascade if you want. But I would run this top tree right here. Pretty good sidearm for shooting the mans right there. True sight, sure shot, quick draw. I like that sidearm. Pick it up. Pick it up if you don't have a sidearm. If you want to try out a high impact sidearm, I like the Teacup Tempest. It's a fun gun sometimes. It's not, I mean, it's not the quickest, it's not the Wormwood, but it's definitely different. It's definitely fun. Do we have full auto on the Occam's Razor? We do not. Rangefinder reinforced, flared magwell, battle runner. This guy thinks he's a matador. He thinks he's a matador. You are not a matador, sir. You don't want that. You don't want that for yourself. You don't want that, Occam's. We're gonna pass right by that one. Then we have the Seventh Sense, the greatest scout rifle the Vanguard's ever brought. I've gotten to where I just passed this one right up. It's got the long view. That's my favorite scope. But mulligan, armor piercing, unflinching, perfect balance, underdog. No, we're just gonna ride on by that on our steed. The Bone Crusher. You gotta say it like that, Bone Crusher. Small bore, crowd control, Eye of the Storm, hip fire. I don't like small bore and crowd control, so I would run quick draw, hip fire, crowd control, because small bore is going to reduce your mag, and crowd control needs a big mag to work. Accurize, smooth ballistics, field choke, so probably just pass on that one. Just move it right along, and then disassembly required, do as it says, especially with vacuum, Army of One Field Scout, quick draw, cluster bombs. I mean, the other one at the Crucible vendor was better, so don't worry about this one too much. It's not that great. Alright, Iraq Jalal, what you got for me? I need to know. You got some guns, man. Tell me what you got. What do you got in that bag, sir? What is in that bag? You got a big old bag on your back. What's in there? So we got the Extremophile with rangefinder. I like it. Small bore, rodeo, lightweight, high caliber rounds. And I kind of went downhill quickly. Steady hand, red dot, OEG. Not a big fan of that. So, it's, you know, meh. Keystone with crowd control, explosive rounds, and outlaw. I like that. I like that a lot. Get the quick reload, be shooting the mans in the head, and blowing them up. Blowing them up, though, with explosive rounds is going to make it harder to get outlaw to proc. It's going to split your damage, but it's a high-hitting, low rate of fire scout rifle, so you might do alright with that. That looks like a lot of fun. Red dot, focus lens, OEG. This gun never comes with the scopes I like, though. I want that reflex on there. So, Keystone gun to get this week. I like that Keystone. Next up we have, get out of the way, Allegiance. Next up we have Worlds to Come. So the Worlds to Come fusion rifle comes with rangefinder, knee pads, accelerated coils. I don't really like accelerated coils on a higher impact fusion rifle. It's not really necessary. So if you like this, maybe a lot of range, no stability, reflex, red dot, OEG. So pass on that. There's better fusion rifle options this week. Next up we have the Last Ditch 001 with some range and some more range and snapshot. That's a good shotgun. If you don't have a good shotgun, this one may be a good one to get. Go with, keep it on smooth ballistics, I'd have to say. But snapshot, hammer forge, rangefinder, it's going to be pretty solid range on that, or knee pads if you want to run knee pads. It's going to be a little slow and clunky though with rangefinder. So it could be competitive if you like running shotguns in PvP. Most people don't do that anymore though. So, ooh, another good scout rifle. We got a Firefly, perfect balance, clown cartridge, armor piercing, snapshot. I like snapshot with a short gaze. Snapshot, short gaze, perfect balance, Firefly. I don't like Firefly on a sniper rifle though. So, it's okay. I wouldn't really encourage it, but it'll do just fine. Then we got Unto Dust with tracking. Not a big fan of the Unto Dust because of the low blast radius and velocity. So we're just going to move right along. There's other better options for rocket launchers this week that we've already seen, and we haven't even been to the Future War Cult yet. So, Lakshmi is probably going to have a better rocket launcher than that. And most of the guns up here at FWC are usually pretty strong. That's why I like to finish the video right here. We usually go in the same path. So, if you're watching and you're at this point, you've already made it this far. But if you skipped around, welcome to Future War Cult. We got the Well hand cannon with rangefinder, outlaw, ooh, and explosive rounds. People are going to tell me that's very good, and I'm going to probably agree with you. That's probably very good. I would like to see luck in the chamber here, honestly, but rangefinder's really good with hammer forged, lightweight or explosive. Pick your poison, outlaw. Pick your poison. Depends on what you're playing. If you're playing PvE, that's probably the better shot right there with outlaw. But if you're playing PvP, probably the extra range. The Well's decent. It's not, that's like a 90% roll for me. Then we got the Waltz with Headseeker telling you that, hey, I'm better than the Parthian Shot. And I'm like, I don't know about that. Small bore Headseeker, feeding frenzy, lightweight, high caliber rounds. It does have the reflex, which I like. Steady hand, OEG. Then we have high caliber rounds, lightweight. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. I wouldn't say that's a pick of the week, but it's definitely good. Solid if you like that. That one may be better with the Headseeker. I was gonna say body shots. That one may be better with Headseeker than the other one, than the Parthian Shot is though. So the waiting fusion rifle, hidden hand, perfect balance, enhanced battery, snapshot. I like snapshot, perfect balance, hidden hand. That's gonna be a pretty strong fusion rifle. It's really slow, but it's gonna hit really hard and have pretty decent range. So I can recourage that one. Reflex, red dot, OEG. I don't know what recourage is, but I've got lots of recourage. Alright, the Wounded. Do you have full auto? You do not. Perfect balance, Firefly, armor piercing, quick draw. This is a good gun no matter what, usually every week. So you need a good scout rifle for everything. The Wounded, do it. You'll be not disappointed. The reflex, range lens, reflex again. Okay. MD reflex. I like the MD reflex. Armor piercing, quick draw, unflinching, perfect balance, Firefly. Yep, good gun Pick up the wounded if you don't have a good scout rifle. If you've got a good scout rifle at this point, you've probably picked up 2 or 3 of these at this point. And at this point, when you're at this point, and I'm at this point, you can use it at this point. So finally, we're going to finish off 2 more guns. The Wormwood, Hidden Hand, Hand-Loaded, Army of 1, Snapshot, Armor-Piercing, Steady Hand, Sure Shot, Quick Draw. It's good. It's always good. It's got the range. It's got the Snapshot. It's got the Hidden Hand. Get the Wormwood this week. It's a good one. That is a good Wormwood. I'm going to pick that up on PlayStation. And then the Warpath with Cluster Bombs. Axes, here we come, bro! Cluster Bombs, Heavy Payload, Battle Runner, Snapshot. It's got the Field Scout. It's got the Heavy Payload. It's got the Cluster Bombs. Do you want to kill Axes with a rocket launcher? Pick up the Warpath this week and hold her for 3 more weeks because Challenge Mode was active last week and it's going to be a while. But if you like killing Axes, just regular, pick it up. The Warpath. That's my rocket launcher of the week. So there you go, guys. What did you think? Which one's your favorite? Which one are you going to grab? And I'm going to go over here and dance in the corner. I'm going to dance over here in the corner. Let's dance in the corner. I'm going to get out of here. You guys have an awesome day. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. I'm about to go live and we'll stream some of this nonsense. And hopefully I will see you there. But until then, until next time, I'm Death from Above and I will see you later. See you, bye.